Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right? Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Dollar D Beyonce production.
Boxingvoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
That's no question. That's just my style. My style's dominating.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are back. Back to back. Call us Drake and Meek Mills, the way we dropping hits on you. If you haven't done so already, head on over to theboxingvoice.com/you. No, that's totally wrong. /videos, though. And you guys, the last episode with Jared Hurd. Yes, the last episode, not the last episode with Mikey Garcia, but there's a whole bunch of episodes with a lot of people. So definitely check out every single one. On this particular episode, we're here to talk to and about Caleb Sweethands Plant, who will be taking on Jose Uzcategui for his IBF Super Middleweight title. Jose Uzcategui is 28-2 with 23 KOs, most known to the U.S. public for being disqualified versus Andre Durrell, then coming back and beating him and having a victory lap on ESPN. Uzcategui will get in the ring with Plant in the here coming days on Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports Deportes on Sunday, January 13th, from the Microsoft Theater at LA Live in Los Angeles. But as a patron, you get to ask Caleb Plant questions. You get to ask Sweethands something. So head on over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice and look for the Ask Caleb Sweet Plant a question. No, Sweethands. Ask Caleb Sweethands Plant a question. Say that 4 times or 5 times fast. Look, I'm going to dip out. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the co-host, dip out, get Plant, and get this thing started.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the scam, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in. Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back here with another one, man. Caleb Sweethands Plants on the show today. Very, very excited. He got a tremendous story, man. If you don't know about it, you should go do your research. He has a tremendous story. He's fighting for more than just boxing, fighting for his family, man, fighting for just a better way of living. And he's a damn good boxer, man. He's gonna give a lot of people problems in the 168 division, but there is a thing out there that maybe doesn't have the power of some of the top 168, and we'll see. Does he think that plays a role, or is that something that he can overcome? But what's going on, Ron G?
Boxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Mark Anthony era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been telling.
You do too much talking. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, we're back. We got another one. We got Caleb Sweethands Plant, 17 wins, 0 losses, going against Jose Uzcategui, coming up on, I believe, FS1 or one of the Fox networks. And he's going for the title, man. This is a guy who won, I believe, the 2011 Golden Gloves at light heavyweight. Now he's at the super middleweight division competing. I mean, he was an alternate for the 2012 Summer Olympics. This guy can box. This guy's really, really, really good. And I'm excited to see you know, the mindset going into this fight, because the guy he's fighting, he definitely showed a lot of punches in his last fight. So this is definitely going to be the puncher versus the boxer, and it's going to be real fancy, man, because he definitely has great movement, great upper bodies, and this is going to be a great showcase for him if he can get this win.
All right, Caleb just wrapped up his lunch, so you know he's on the West Coast. So we're giving him a 1 second. He should be jumping on the line here really soon. Just keep an eye out for him on the switchboard.
That quote looks cool, man. That question looks familiar too.
What question?
Nothing. But yeah,
yeah. No, I put that so you can see. No, that's Lem Satterfield, who obviously is a good guy. He's a friend of mine. You know, he used to work for Ring TV, and then I believe he went to PBC, and now it looks like he's with what was that publication right there? Boxing Scene. Let me get to Caleb Plant, the world title challenger, gonna be fighting on Sunday. Man, wow, Caleb. First and foremost, let me just say thank you, obviously, for taking the time out of your busy schedule and this, you know, really huge training camp, this being your biggest fight of your career till date, your title shot. We just want to say thank you again for, you know, taking the time out to talk to us and allow our listeners to get a little bit inside your life. Happy New Year. How's life?
Yeah, first I just want to say thank you for having me. Ain't no thing for me to ever take a little time out of my day to come, you know, join you guys. You guys always been good to me, so I just appreciate you having me. But yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. Mine's been great. Not a whole lot going on besides training for me right now. You know, didn't have too much of a Christmas or a New Year. Just zoned in on the mission right now.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, this is Ron over here at the Boxing Voice. Look, I'm extremely excited to see you go and compete for your first title. We do know that in the past you did have some hand concerns, and I just kind of wanted to get an update leading up to the fight. How's your hands? Everything's feeling great. You're punching. You're feeling stronger than ever. What's the status? How are you feeling?
Man, feeling great. You know, just about any boxer you ask at this point, they're going to tell you they're feeling great no matter what. But I genuinely am feeling great. Weight is good. I've been eating good. My sparring has been the best it's ever been. The quality of the sparring that we brought in is the best it's ever been. My strength and conditioning, the bag work, the mitts, all of it, my runs, everything. We've taken it to a new level. You know, stepped up, and it's showing. So January 13th, I'm just excited to bring it all together and perform for you guys. You know, put it out there.
How's it going, Caleb Plant? My name is Michael Gross. You have a fight coming up with Jose Uzcategui. What do you necessarily see in him that you can exploit and get the victory?
I just believe I'm the better fighter. I'm the better boxer. It's not just one particular thing that sticks out to me, you know, but I just feel like I have the better assets. I got the faster feet. My footwork is better. My hands is faster. My defense is better. My head movement. My ring IQ is better. All that, you know. If anybody wants to have an argument with me, they can say that he's got a better right hand than mine. So, but to me, that sounds like a lot to a little. So, Ernie Shavers, he hit pretty hard too, but you know, he never won a world title. So,
Caleb, how different, if at all, do you feel fighting on a Sunday is going to be?
It really don't make no difference to me. Any day that ends with a Y sounds good to me. So Monday, Tuesday, it don't matter. At the end of the day, we're both having to climb in the ring and wait for the bell. So if anybody's, you know, any boxer that's concerned with what day it's on or where it's at or anything like that, they're focused on the wrong thing. So
hey, Caleb, so you know, there was videos and things in the past of some altercations with you and Benavidez. Benavidez no longer has a belt. Is that still an opponent that you're still looking to fight in the near future? Not overlooking Uzcategui?
Well, like you said, right now I'm just focused on the task at hand. You know, if you get too busy looking around at everybody else's plate, the food they have on it, then you could look up and all of a sudden there's no food on your plate. So right now I'm really just focused on beating Jose, doing what I got to do to get my hand raised that night. And really, we want champions, you know. So right now he's not really in the mix as far as that goes. So that was something that we really wanted to do to unify, but you know, he couldn't keep his nose clean. So maybe if we get a step together, we can get back on track to what we had planned. But if not, then I'll just move on to bigger and better things. So,
what was your first thoughts when James DeGale dropped his belt? Because there was a fight that you wanted. There was a confrontation that you guys had in the past.
Not really too surprised, you know. I feel like there's levels to this, and as much as we tell people, try to tell other people what level we're on, you know, we can't lie to ourselves. We can try, but deep down we know. So that's about it, really.
You think the betting line got it right, making you a plus 260, or you feel like you should be wider?
They got me ahead. They got me up.
Well, you're plus money. That means you're the underdog.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of expected to be the underdog, you know, going into this fight. And I'm cool with that. You know, I've kind of been the underdog my whole life. Throughout my boxing career, you know, I've always been on the A side. But in reality, throughout my whole life, I've really been on the B side. Not expected to be here. So I'm pretty comfortable there. Whatever the, you know, I hope they got me as the underdog because I'm going to make myself some money, so.
Now, my other question is that in your training camp right now, have you been using like snack facilities? Who's been your strength conditioning? Who's some of the people that you've been working with getting you ready for this fight?
As usual, my dad, Richie Plant, and Justin Gamber, who's my head coach in the boxing gym with me. We got Larry Wade, my strength and conditioning coach, who's also worked alongside people like Sean Porter for a lot of his career. Also works with Badou Jack. So then, you know, wrapping my hands and working cuts is Don House, somebody who's been around forever. So I really feel like I got a good team around me, people who are knowledgeable, people who are smart, people who've been in the sport a long time. So I'm very confident with my corner. I'm confident in my strength and conditioning with Coach Wade. Of course, I'm pretty sure everyone knows my dad and Justin Gamber. They're some of the best in the game as far as like boxing skill, boxing fundamentals, boxing knowledge. So yeah, great team around me for sure. And then of course Jordan Hardy, everyone knows her. At home with me, she got me eating right, got me well rested. So yeah, great team. Thank all of them.
You've had 3 fights since the year 2017. Does that inactivity sometimes get frustrating? And what is the cause of that inactivity?
Well, you know, I fought last February. In 2017, and that was my only fight all year. We were scheduled to fight again in August against Jose, but 5 weeks away from the world title fight, I hurt my hand. It was broken. It was injured to the point where I had to have surgery. I had to have pins put in my hand. So I mean, you know, that's really the only thing that's kept me out of the ring was my injury. We was planning to fight again in August, and then we would have fought, you know, at the end of this past 2018, or you know, be fighting right now. That would have been a third time. But you know, sometimes things come up in boxing, things come up in life, and it's just stuff you have to work through. I've been through bigger obstacles in my life, and I've came out the other side of them. So I knew that this was just going to be, a small hiccup. And, but that was okay because I used my time wisely. As I was injured, I didn't just sit on the sidelines waiting for things to ramp back up. I stayed in the gym. I stayed in the strength and conditioning. I stayed sharpening my tools, honing in on my craft. So, honestly, I'm kind of glad that it happened because I'm a much better Caleb Plant than I would have been. So.
Mine is going to come from our Patreon listeners. They're our most loyal listeners. We got Bo in Bama. Says, do you plan to ever fight at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville after winning the title?
Yeah, absolutely. That's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid, to hopefully, fight right downtown on Broadway at the Bridgestone Arena where the Predators play. Shout out to Nashville. Shout out to the Predators. Super sad about my Tennessee Titans losing to the Colts, man. We out this year, but we had a nice little run. But yeah, definitely looking to hopefully fight, bring something to the Bridgestone at some point. So absolutely.
All right. Next one is from Prince Joel in Dubai. He says, what is the plan for the near future? Do you have any championship fights in mind?
I got one in mind. It comes on January 13th. Caleb Plant versus Jose. Other than that, that's really all I'm focused on right now. Don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. So right now I'm really just focused on January 13th. Once we get past that, I'll sit back and enjoy some of the other great fights that PBC has lined up and that the year has lined up. Get back with my team and we'll try to put something else good together for you guys.
Who you got coming up in February? James DeGale or Chris Eubank? And would that be a fight that could lure you over to the UK?
I don't know. Right now we're looking for belts. You know what I'm saying? We want big fights. I don't really know what they got going on or what their plan is, but right now I'm just focused on my lane, what I got going on. And I try not to get too far ahead of myself with who I will fight next, all of that. I really just want to get to January 13th, get the show on the road.
Hey Caleb, I have a quick question because you originally scheduled to fight Uzcategui and then you got injured. How the internet rolls. There was a whole bunch of people kind of plotting and putting conspiracies on the fact that you didn't want to fight Uzcategui. Now, I was at the top rank fight with Uzcategui out in Oakland, but I noticed it was a non-title fight. Did you have any part of that in his pretty much matchmaking, or just the fact that he was able to have a non-title fight because he was still obligated to fight you down the line?
Yes. Me and Jose have had a fight signed since June. The fight has been signed. I injured my hand. The man had been training for a while and wanted to stay busy. I said, you know what? Go ahead. Take a stay busy fight. The obligation was it'll be a non-title fight. That way we could still have our world championship fight. He took his stay busy fight with Moderna. Then after the fight, he said that he looked bad on purpose because he wanted to trick somebody into fighting him. Do you guys remember that?
I remember hearing quotes of that. When I was being there, and this is just me being a fight fan and not as a journalist, but I did have high expectations to see pretty much a great performance, and it did kind of present a little lackluster. So I don't know if it's on purpose, but if it wasn't on purpose, he is definitely trying to cover it up. And I did hear those things.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, we've had a fight since June. He has a lackluster performance and says, I wanted to look bad on purpose so I could trick somebody into fighting me. Two things. One, he had no reason to trick anyone into fighting him because we've had a fight since June. He knew that our fight was coming back around the corner. I wasn't going nowhere. So he didn't have to trick anyone into fighting him because he already had a fight signed with me, a world championship fight. So he didn't have to look bad on purpose to trick someone into fighting him. Secondly, you're standing on national television saying, I look bad on purpose so I could trick someone into fighting me. But if you tell the world that you look bad on purpose, it's no longer a trick. You just fooled your trick. You don't hustle anybody that way. How is that a trick if you telling the world that? So tell me how that makes sense.
Doesn't make any sense to me. But we got Christian the Magician in LA says Uzcategui has very long arms and comes forward with an awkward style, cuts the ring off very well. If you try to outbox him, he may wear you down. Do you plan on going toe-to-toe with him at times or just trying to keep boxing?
A lot of fighters, when they get asked questions like that, I feel like they say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to knock them out in this round. This is exactly what I'm going to do. But a lot of people compare boxing to life. And we all know that we can plan for one thing, but it doesn't always work out like that. So the plan for us is just to go in there and make adjustments as needed, do what we need to do to win the fight, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to win the fight. So I could sit here, I could plan and say, man, this is exactly what I have to do. But I may be so stuck to that when I get in there, it may not be going that way, and I won't even be able to adjust because I'm so stuck on one thing. So we try not to get caught up on doing absolutely one thing. We go in there with the plan to just make adjustments as needed. So tune in January 13th, and you'll be able to see how it all plays out.
All right. Brandon Maurice says, would you go to the UK for a mega fight? I think you just answered that with Mike about DeGale, Eubank, or Callum Smith. Interested in anything with those guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested in big fights. I just don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm not against possibly making something big happen. So.
And we have Kalisha T. She says Canelo's new at 168, but you are 2 years younger than Canelo. Do you think you are ready for a fight with him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not silly. I know that I have to bring a certain amount to the table to even make that fight possible. But yeah, that's something that we're definitely looking for. Something that we could definitely make happen. I know he's got a certain amount of fights left, at least with his own. But I'm young too. I'm fresh. So yeah, that's definitely a big fight that we could, make happen down the road. I know that I still have some building to do on my side. I still have some things that I have to take care of on my side. But yeah, that's something we could definitely make happen for sure. So.
Do you think Mayweather Promotions is giving you the proper push and proper exposure?
I'm not sure. I'm not signed to Mayweather Promotions. I don't have a promoter.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, all good. But yeah, so.
All right. We got James Benitez says, do you see any other champions, and I'm using quotes, basic as Eric Snow? A great quote from a new champion in Tony Harrison. Where do you rank the other champions in your division? Lately, I see Ramirez as food for if that fight. I have no clue what he tried to write there, but I guess he meant to say, I see Ramirez as food if that fight were to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of I feel like the 168-pound division right now is the hottest it's ever been. It's got the most amount of names that it's ever had. But I feel like no one's really taking control of the 168-pound division and taking the reins and taking control, like I said. So I really feel like the 168-pound division at this point right now is open for the taking. My plan is to come in January 13th, win the IBF, and take hold of those reins and take control. So.
But did you get the Eric Snow reference? Because it went over my head when Harrison used it. I don't watch other sports, but my co-host got it.
It must have went over my head.
Mike, help him out. You watch other sports.
Eric Snow played basketball with Allen Iverson for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he was just like the point guard that didn't do too much. He's just another guy in the NBA. So Tony Harrison was saying that Jamel Charlo's game is pretty much like Eric Snow's. Is just basic, ain't nothing that he never seen before. Nothing spectacular or outside the box.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of people in the 168-pound division. I mean, there's some good talent. Like I said, there's a lot of nice names, but nobody who really sticks out as far as, you know, whether it be boxing IQ or foot speed or tremendous footwork, crazy hand speed, stuff like that. So I feel like those are things that I can bring to the table and areas that I do stick out in. So.
This is a good one from Marcus in DC. With Darrell having a similar back foot boxer puncher style, but having more experience than you, he found out that his style wasn't effective against Uzcategui. Which fight do you think has prepared you the most for this fight? And what would you do differently that you believe that can change the outcome in your favor?
Good question. Yes, I feel like Darrell, he boxes on the back foot. And yes, I've been known in the past to fight on the back foot as well. But yes, we're both talented and gifted as far as physical attributes go. But make no mistake, we do not have the same style and we do not fight the same. We don't have the same type of defense. We don't have the same type of, other than the fact that he's a southpaw, we don't have, even in his stance, the way that he stands, the way I stand, they're not similar. Darrell, he's a little older too. And he's been talented, but, you know, you also have to have mental fortitude. So all I can say is tune in January 13th, and I will show you the difference.
All
you
right.
know, I can sit here and say all the things that sound right, but I'm telling you, tune in January 13th. I'll show you the difference.
All right, got a few more. Hope you can bear with us, champ. Mad Bent says, I think the game plan is clear. You have to use your legs for offense and defense. Do you use visualization as part of your training preparations?
Great question. Absolutely. Not only in training and to win this fight here, but just to get here. You have to see it before anyone else sees it. For you to believe it, you have to see it. So you have to see it before anyone else sees it. You have to believe it before anyone else believes it. You have to run it through your mind a million times. You have to bring it to fruition. You have to bring it to reality. So yes, I've seen this movie a million times. I know where it's headed. So
perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big part of training.
Travis Fireson says, what up, champ? You seem like you make the weight pretty easily. Would you ever consider fighting at 160?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. There's also a lot of guys who have been at 160 for quite a while who will probably be moving up soon. And I'm not going to be moving out of 168 anytime soon. So that's another possibility as well. But, you know, if it makes sense, you know, that's something that's a possibility. Yeah.
Perfect. Elms in the UK says, shout out from London. Do you spar with Badou Jack? And if so, do you take comfort from sparring with a bigger and more technical pressure fighter in a former 168-pound champion in Badou Jack?
Unfortunately, we have not got a spar yet. He works with Coach Wade as well, so I can see how it would make sense. And we actually wanted to get sparring this camp, but Badou, he's going to be fighting Marcus Brown, who we all know is a southpaw. So it didn't really make sense for them, you know, to come spar with this camp. But I'm hoping that, you know, next camp, especially if it's a right-hander, then that me and Badou can finally get together and get some great sparring, because he's been a great champion. He's a great fighter. But no, unfortunately not yet. We haven't got to work together.
All right, we got JD in Texas, also a former fighter, says, when did you start boxing and what fighter was most influential to you?
You say that again? You cut out a second.
I said we got JD in Texas who said, when did you start boxing and what fighter was most influential to you?
I started training at the age of 9. And, man, I'm a huge fan of James Toney. I like James Toney. I like Hector Camacho. I like Andre Ward. I like Floyd. I like Roy Jones. I like Sugar Ray Leonard. I like Terry Norris. Guys who, you know, have personality and flash and, you know, but at the same time, guys who also have skill and good fundamentals. So, yeah, those are some of the guys.
All right. David Cowell in the DMV area, Maryland, says, who gave you your nickname?
The nickname Sweethands just came from, like, the Golden Glove State Championships and regionals and stuff like that. I would go and they would say, man, that dude right there. And this is just me quoting them. So, you know, but they would say, man, that white kid right there, he's got some sweet hands. He can box good. He can box good for a white kid. He got some sweet hands. And then it just kind of stuck. People started calling me that. And that's what it was.
Alex Lemon in the Bay Area says, not looking past Uzcategui, but when you are successful on the 13th, who would you want to unify with? Zurdo, Benavidez, Smith. Does Al Heyman really exist? Oh, shit. Does Al Heyman really exist?
Well, first off, yes, he does. Secondly, you know, I would love to unify, but as we all know, the people who are really into boxing, sometimes those cross promotions and, you know, people who, you know, you may fight on the PBC under the PBC banner, if you fight for Top Rank, things of that manner. Sometimes it's harder to make those fights so soon. It kind of has to be one of those situations where it makes sense for both parties, and in order for it to make sense for both parties, it has to be two really big names. And just being realistic with myself, I probably won't have the name after winning just one world title. You know, we're coming right off just a world title win. I would probably have to build it up a little more, but that's something I'm definitely interested in doing. I don't really see anything too special in Zurdo besides his frame and his height, you know. I know he's a rough, tough guy. He's a great competitor, but that's something I would definitely like to make happen in the future. But those things take time. But hopefully we can make them happen, you know, as soon as possible for you guys.
Now, what do you think you would have done different in those two Zurdo fights? Because again, I'm not saying you and Jesus, I'm drawing a blank. What was the opponent? Jesse Hart are the same, but he is a bit of a boxer. I know you're gonna first say, "Yo, my defense is way better," because damn, his defense, bro. He kept leaving that left hand down. But what do you think are the differences in your styles between you and Hart? And what would you have done different in that Zurdo fight?
I mean, he gets hit a whole fucking bunch for one, like you just said. So he throws every punch as fast as he can and as hard as he can. Does he not?
And I'm trying to learn. I'm listening. I'm just trying to learn.
He throws every punch as fast as he can and as hard as he can. Another great champion who I'm a fan of, not just as a boxer, but on a personal level, my man Gary Russell. One of the fastest dudes in boxing, right?
Yep.
Hard to name another guy faster than Gary Russell. But when he fought Lomachenko, when you throw every punch as fast as you can and every punch as hard as you can, that's the same rhythm. You can be timed, because the only thing to beat speed in sports is timing. Lomachenko was able to time him. So when you're throwing every punch as fast as you can and as hard as you can, for someone like Jesse Hart, it's going to be easy to time. On top of that, he uses a whole lot of movement, which is cool, because I know people are going to turn right back around and say, well, Caleb, you use a whole lot of movement too. But I don't get tired after round 6. I'm not gasping for air by round 6. What about on the inside when they're leaning up against each other? Whose feet are completely square? Whose legs and feet are completely square while they're standing straight up? Am I lying?
No, sir.
Okay. And then your legs are completely straight, and you're standing completely square, and you're just leaning on them, trying to fight on the inside. And then winging big punches. Oh, boxing, man.
What do you make of him calling you out?
Say what?
What do you make of Jesse Hart calling you out? Do you think he was just being salty from his last loss, or do you think he really want that smoke with you?
He may think that he does, which is fine. A lot of people think they do. They're not supposed to be scared. Nobody here is scared, right? We're all tough. So, but after his first loss, let me back up. Before the first fight was about to happen, right before it happened, I got interviewed and said, the winner of, Ramirez and Hart, would you like to fight the winner of that? I said, if Jesse wins that, I would love to make that happen. If Ramirez wins that, I would love to make that happen one day. He took great offense to that, I guess, and, started going off on me and whatever. And then he went on to lose. And then he got the rematch. He went on to lose again. And, he can think what he wants. He can want that if he wants. But wanting it and being able to come out on top of that, that's two different things. So hats off to Jesse for stepping up again and wanting that as soon as possible. A lot of people would have took an easier route. So, hats off to him for that. But when you're in interviews saying that Caleb Plant doesn't have the skills and the fundamentals and know all the crafty things and the little things and stuff like that, that's silly, man. I can put a whole collage video together right now of Jesse falling down from punches that he's missing because he's swinging so hard. Like, literally swinging so hard and missing, he's falling down. That's not crafty stuff. Just because you grew up around Bernard Hopkins, that don't mean that you are him. That don't mean that you fight like him. So that's that, I guess.
All right, two more and you're out of here, Mr. Plant. We got Kristen Camillo. I remember a while back here on the TBV, you showed us your old school colors, saying you run to the sounds of Earth, Wind, and Fire. It seems you have that old school finesse game like Willie Pep and Billy Khan? Maybe pronounced that wrong. Is it simply your style of fighting, or have you not had the right opponent to bring out other attributes?
Well, I do like Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is true. But I think the best of the best needs the best of the best to bring the best out of them. Sometimes when you're really good at something, this can still be my fault. I can still take blame for this. I'm cool with that. But it's like, a kid who's way too smart for the grade that they're in, so they wind up not doing as well because they're bored. Sometimes they become lackadaisical, and the best is not being brought out of them. Looking back, sometimes I feel like that's how it was for me. I won't be able to say this after this fight because I know what type of fighter Jose is. I know what, I know he's no bum. I know he's not just a good fighter, but he's a really good fighter. So I feel like January 13th, Jose will be the type of guy that'll bring the best out of Caleb.
And our last one from Alabama, Javier says, if you win the title and had a few defenses, maybe even unify, what would be more likely for you to move up or down for a super fight?
I think I'm going to be at 68 for a while. And from what he said, going by that timeline, at that point, I don't know if I would be able to move down. That may be, a little while from now. I may be able to do it like soon. But by the time he's going by, that'll be a little while. And I'll probably just chill at 68 because all the 60-pounders who are super young and, have established themselves at 160, they're still at a good age and going to be moving up to 68 soon. So I think I'm at a really good spot at the super middleweight division. So.
Well, Caleb, that's everything, man. Want to thank you for being a great sport. Hope we didn't take too much of your time. Thank you again for taking out the time to give us this interview, obviously breaking up camp and during this busy and most important camp thus far of your career. Wish you the best. Give out your social media if you haven't done so already, so anybody that isn't following you can do so. And just thanks again, brother.
Yeah, first off, thank you guys for having me on today. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Hope you guys tune in to January 13th on Fox Sports 1. We'll be giving you guys fireworks. Anybody who wants to follow me at Sweethands Plant on Twitter and Caleb Plant on Instagram, hit the follow button, follow me, stay tuned, see what we got going on. A lot of big things to come. Thank you guys.
Thanks for your time, brother. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good day.
You too, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day. There you have it, Caleb Plant. He will be taking on Jose Uzcategui Sunday. We haven't seen that in a while. PBC has done that before in the past. I wonder if
you can expect that fight to be promoted heavily during football games because the playoffs are about to start, so people will be watching on Fox.
I hope so, man, for all the PBC fighters' sake and Fox sake. I mean, again, we were kind of comparing the ratings yesterday with Crawford doing almost 2.8, something like that. I think his trainer told us.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlo's doing close to 2.
Yeah, I think like 1.6, something like that. Yeah.
All right, now here's the thing. Boom. So, what's his name? Trainer. Brian McIntyre.
Yeah, Bomac.
He kind of made it seem like, oh, no, we did 3 million. But it's like, bro, again, same thing, same argument I was making with you. ESPN is known for boxing. Fox, they're not known for boxing. This is coming out of nowhere. It's a schedule that they got to establish and ingrain in people's minds. So to come out of nowhere, not necessarily nowhere, I know, because we have had a little bit of Fox boxing sprinkled throughout the last 5 years, but nothing on Fox, the real channel.
There's been some PBC on Fox, the real channel. Wilder fought on there like I think once or twice. He fought Areola and fought Duhaupas.
It's not consistent enough though.
Yeah. Of course.
That was time buys, and again, it hasn't been a consistency where the average consumer can say, "Oh, there's boxing on Fox."
Absolutely.
Like this, for example, Mike. If I want to watch basketball, what channel should I flip to? Just name them real quick.
ESPN, TNT, NBA,
all right,
TV.
Football. What do I go to?
ESPN, Fox, CBS.
Boxing.
Boxing.
You're not going to say Fox. That's the whole premise.
Yeah,
it's not going to
be
exactly.
Showtime.
You might even say HBO still.
I know. Yeah, I would though. HBO, The Zone. Like, yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. See, that's why you need run here, man. Make fucking sense.
Better
you all thing you do is fucking
I'm
yell.
a tough guy, bro.
That pisses me off.
I'm not here to fucking connect the dots for you. I'm telling you how shit is. You telling me no, it ain't. It's like fuck it, let Ron help you. But
I'm the middle guy.
Callers, let's get to them before we close this one out. Don't forget 7:30 we got Devin Haney. Mike even trying to squeeze in James the Beast Wilson at 7:05 or 7:10. We got Gilberto Ramirez at 8 o'clock. Damn, Caleb Plant just dropped off. You would have heard that we have Zuldo at 8. You don't know. You might want to be here for
Shout out Sweethands, man. Thanks for coming on, homie. Hope you're still listening.
Nah, I just said.
Maybe he got his YouTube open.
Oh, that's right. He listens.
Damn, we are on more than one platform, baby.
Right, we on
iTunes.
You can take us in your car now for sure.
No, man.
To this day.
Don't limit us.
To this day.
But follow me on IG, Gross1911 on Twitter at Gross2212.
Callers, man.
Why you ready to work, man?
Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
I'm gonna send y'all a link after the show because I think we're gonna do some work for the flagship show after we're done here.
What's good?
What's up?
Nah, y'all been killing it today. Shit, man, y'all been killing it today, man. Just listening, man. This is one of the fights that I'm really excited about, like the pure boxer. Because Plant, he nice. He's sweet. He got some sauce. So I'm looking forward to seeing him fight a motherfucker that's coming to punch his ass. So, this is what makes boxing good. So I'm looking forward to it. That Badou, Jack and Marcus Brown, that just made the pay-per-view worth it right there. That just made the pay-per-view worth it. So
same thing I said, homie. Same thoughts that I had.
Yeah, it just all made it worth it now. So I'm looking forward to that. But
they came out with a price for that pay-per-view yet?
I ain't seen
think
nothing.
It's like 69. I feel like I saw something that said like 69, something like that. I ain't sure. But yeah. So regardless, I'm buying it. So
well, Anthony, thanks for calling in. We
cut it.
Got to keep it moving. We get into our next show coming up real soon. We're going to Julio in LA.
Drive by.
What's going on, Julio? 30 seconds, baby. Let's go.
What's up, Mike? Hey, remember, Ness? OG Leon Muhammad said, it's never personal, it's business. How much money you got on Plant, Ness? I'm the one writing you. How much money you got on Plant? 1-to-1 odds, a draw's a push. If Al Heyman pays the ref and the judges, I'll pay up. $250.
Damn, 250, homie? What the fuck? If I'm gonna put 250, let me tell you.
Like 10 other bets.
Yo,
I got like 10 other bets.
I hear you, but check this out.
1-to-1. Let's do it.
Wait, check this out.
Yeah, we coming for that smoke.
Check this out, bro. You asking me to bet 250.
Put your money where your mouth is, Ness. You talk all that good stuff about a PBC. Let's see if you know what you know, Ness. Let's do it. Come on,
bro.
I got Uzcategui.
And I got Caleb Plant, but I'm not taking those weak ass odds when FanDuel's paying me instantly.
1-to-1. I'm giving you 1-to-1. The odds ain't even out yet.
They are out. What are you talking about? I just told you the odds. Man, Plant is an underdog, so I'm not fucking with you. He's a plus 260. That's a lot of money, homie. That's almost $1,000 if I bet 250.
I'll give you 600. You give me 300 if I win.
Nah. You hear what I said? That's almost 1,000 if I win with FanDuel. Why I'm gonna fuck with you?
Hey, remember, it's never personal. It's business. OG Leon Muhammad said it's never personal. It's business. Plant ain't got nothing to do in the ring. You got to be kidding me. He beat up one-leg Porky Medina. You got to be kidding me if you think he's gonna win.
We'll see.
He's got nothing in boxing.
We'll see.
Nothing in boxing. Put your money where your mouth is.
Doggy,
1-to-1.
Do you even know Uzcategui already beat? Look, you lucky you on drive by, man. Lucky. Well, when
playing for you.
Hey, I want that motherfucker right there. I want him. I want the odds. 1-to-1. Julio. We send the money to Ness. I want the bet. I'll take it.
You putting 250. But listen, Bo. It ain't about being tough. It's about being intelligent. If you feel that strongly about Plant, why not?
It ain't about being precisely.
So if you feel that strongly about Plant, why not put it on the betting site and make? Doggy, you put two. Let me show you what you're gonna make if you bet on Plant at 250, 260.
I'm gonna put,
and you gonna put $250 down. I'm
gonna put my money on Bovada. I'm gonna put my money with Julio as well.
I hear you. You want to take his money for talking
slick.
I bet. I hear you. Take his money for talking slick. He want to talk his money. He want to talk slick. Take his money then. Fuck it then. You heard him, Julio. Send that to the PayPal.
And I want a pie in his face as well.
Damn.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
He gotta take a pie to the face for fucking up the odds and making it 1-to-1. And I want my 250 also.
Damn, yo, you bet 250.
So put it back on the line and let him accept the bet.
Let's hold on, brother. Yo,
your money where your mouth is.
Listen.
Be quiet. And you're gonna talk. You're gonna scream and yell and call me stupid and personally attack. Well, do what you do, Ness. Come on.
Whoa.
You've been saying about Plant.
Yo, did you even hear the caller?
Whoa, hey, get his number down and fucking.
We don't gotta do that.
Listen,
we don't gotta do that. It's very simple. You wanted to bet with me 250. So I don't want that bet because I'm getting odds right here. If I bet 250, I get 650. So he wants that bet. So I will be the one.
Will you be at the fight?
No. You can PayPal yours to me, and we keep it in escrow. He PayPal his 250 once both are there.
PayPal. But I'll figure it out. Let me see how we could do it. Nestor Gibbs, how can I?
Yeah. You can PayPal me at Nestor Gibbs or PayPal me at the Boxing Voice. You guys figure it out. We escrow it, and we'll go from there. We went to Bo. We got to go to. Is that 682? Is no? That sounds wrong, right? 682 won't be Rod, right? Sounds like a shit.
No. Rod 870. 682. I think probably somebody down in Alabama, maybe.
Nah, you wrong. Rod is in 870, but he got a different area code.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that is right. 682. What's going on, Pop? Was that Big Gucci Nick?
Damn, it is Rod. How do I always get this shit wrong? I should know this shit by now. Is it Rod? It is Rod 682. It is. I knew it, man. Mike making me second guess shit. Rod, what up?
Rod?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? I got a question for you and Mike. I heard last night that Wilder and Fury did 700 buys in the UK. Have you guys confirmed that? Because I don't know if that's true. I was hoping you guys would talk about it today, but you hadn't really. So I was
700,000 or like 700 total.
I didn't see any. I was looking for stuff yesterday about that.
I ain't see that, but it would be good to hear. It would be good to hear the truth on that, because last I heard, Wilder just came out like today talking about Fury ducking him. He said something like that.
Okay.
He said something like that.
I was hoping you guys would talk about it. But somebody put it out there, and it seemed like they knew what they were talking about. I can't remember the network that they said released those numbers, but it seemed to be a reputable network that you can kind of take it to the bank. But I didn't hear you guys talk about it, so I figured it wasn't true. So I didn't
hear anyone like huge, incredible report on it. So I don't know if this is just rumors, myths, but I haven't seen anyone major report on it.
Yeah, I would like to see somebody a major announce it.
I'm pretty sure we'll see a interview with Frank Warren in the coming days talking about it.
I mean, if it was true, I think Frank would be bragging, no?
Yeah, I have reached out to him, so we'll see.
So did I, bro. All right, bro.
Thanks.
I reached out to like 5 people for Frank.
No, I'm thinking maybe go to Frank Warren's promotional website page and do an inquiry that way and see if they have a number listed on that page. That's the only other way that I can think about doing it.
Let's go to Javier. Bama.
Yo. Hey, I'm getting back on my betting shit real soon. It's getting back hot.
Oh, you still recuperating?
Recovering from all the money you lost.
Ain't had shit to bet on.
Yeah. You lost hella money mentally. Ness said that, but you don't thank me for that.
Nigga, I'm strong. I don't need no saving. Be strong.
Yo, I'll be the type of dude to put money on the tension fight against Mayweather.
I know.
I should have put that first round down. Shit.
Hey man, you know my nigga AB coming up real soon. We're gonna get my money on that.
Oh my god! Then you and I make a bet on that.
Shit,
for that free money.
Me too.
You mean a bet with everybody?
I got 50 on it.
That's all free.
All right, hey, I don't want to hear shit when it happens. Hey man, I don't remember that bet no more. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey man, just remember, we balling out here. AB about boxing. We iced out, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Remember us.
Yeah, man. That's what y'all do best is look good outside the ring.
Man, hey, stop hating, bro.
Try looking good inside the ring. That's what we want to, see.
Hey, get my interview up, Broner, man. How about we do that? Get that shit together, repair your little relationship, and get my shit ready with Broner. I need the interview.
Nah.
You scared? You ducking, bro?
We gotta come with.
Why you ducking?
Listen, right now, day in the day of the week. Once we decide, right now, Mike and me and Ron, we're not interested in doing a Patreon on Saturday and Sunday, but whenever we start that 6 day up, don't worry, we'll do shows based on Broner. It'll be called Journeyman Saturdays.
What the fuck? You just call Broner Journeyman? What's going on? What's good, man? Is you throwing shade at Broner, bro? Is you still hating on Broner?
I ain't hating. I'm just saying. January 19th.
I feel the hate in your
January 19th.
He needs some milk.
Hey, I don't want to hear shit. Hey, man, just get my interview with Broner, bro. Quit playing with me.
Yo, so Javier, man, thanks for calling in. Time to wrap this one up. We'll be back at 7 flagship Thursdays. You know, no crow to give out, no crow to write down.
I ain't serving out no crow today, but I tell you one goddamn thing, y'all better be smashing that thumbs up button on the way in, the way out, when you go to the bathroom, when you come back. It don't matter what you're doing, smash it.
Where we at right now, Mike? We ain't even at 100.
I ain't at 100, man. I ain't look, I'm a
disrespectful, man. The amount of thumbs up, disrespectful.
Oh my goodness.
No
We
love.
have so many.
But man,
100 shows today and no love. I swear, man.
Let's go on the Demi positive tip, man.
Make me want to just take off on this Thursday and go watch a movie or some shit.
Big shout out to Caleb Plant for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate it. I just got the text back from James.
What up? Shout out
from James, the Beast Wilson manager. So
JD said Gatekeeper Sundays for Brona.
We got him on the show tonight. We got Devin Haley tonight. We got Zerto on the show tonight. So we got a jam-packed show tonight. We got on sprinkling in a little bit of boxing news. I don't think we'll have many topics. I think we'll have more of the notes than topics. We'll have so many interviews jam-packed for you guys tonight. So be on the lookout. We got a translator of this time. We got the Dream, Devin Haney and his pops. And we got James the Beast Wilson and his manager.
You know what else we got?
Who we got?
We got the Patreon, man. All these look, hey, the Patreons beat you this time. The Patreons had more questions than Mike.
I tapped out when I found out that he wasn't signed to Mayweather promotion. I was like, damn.
Seconds.
I thought you were signing Mayweather, bro. You always over there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good look though. He's in the gym. It's good to be associated. But look. You guys go over to Patreon, sign up. Look, that show for sure was more Patreon questions than us. I had some questions I wanted to ask. I got pushed aside because we have to make sure we make room for the Patreon.
Oh yeah. We absolutely have to make sure every
tomorrow in the morning.
I think we do.
Who? Friday?
What time is Lou on Friday?
Explosion. But yo, going back to that, just go over to Patreon, sign up, because we will be asking questions too from the Patreon to these guys as well. We got Devin Haney questions. We got Zerto up. So go over there, get your questions since now. Sign up. It's real quick, real easy. $3. Other tiers too. You become a mastermind like Javi. Get on and talk about Adrian Broner for 20 minutes. So either or, go over the Patreon / the Boxing Voice and help us out. Also, hit them likes too, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man. We really appreciate you guys joining us today. And man, I'm letting this come back so we can get to this flagship Thursday show. I know that's what everybody is waiting on. We got a lot of juicy shit to talk about. Did you guys by having a chance see the James DeGale, Chris Eubank Jr. press conference? We have that to talk about. Manny Pacquiao taking shots at Adrian Broner, you know what I'm saying, man? Manny Pacquiao, one of those guys that takes sneaky little shots that, you know what I'm saying, he dish you with a smile and shit like that. But yeah.
Twitter be popping.
Yes, sir.
Just heard we should be having Damani Rock on the show. So look out for a heavyweight show coming to you next week in the morning.
Tell the truth.
I am. That's who we're going to have. Stop it. So anyway, we out, man. We got a lot of shit to get to. We got a 7 o'clock flagship show. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Thank everybody that continues to join the Patreon, believing in the movement, respecting the hard work, respecting the grind, joining the familia. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Instagram and Twitter, NestGTO.
IG, Gross1911. Twitter, Gross2312. Peace out.
And you can find me on Twitter at RonGFIQ. And until then, we got a show again coming up, man. Look at this, man. Never ending.
Yo, Zuldo on at 8 o'clock. Do me on the translating. Check us out. Do say.